Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. He's brought down at the 20.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. The kicker on. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And fights through one man. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
There gets him 7 up to midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game. But how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Walker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game and all that.
And touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
Walker's pass.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Walker. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Seattle.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
On 1st and 10, Walker. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Throwing again on second down. Walker. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Walker. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. From the gun, Walker. And he comes back with one complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Walker. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is fielded at the 27. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. To throw is Walker. Throwing on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done. Walker looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Walker.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Walker throwing on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. They get this out left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Godwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
They really have their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Walker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards on the ground.
And the Seahawks first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with McAllister, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. This is McAllister. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and 15 now. Walker. And he will find his man on the outside. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Walker. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
4th down.
Here's Walker throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
23 yards, the final tally. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Carolina. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Makes the score Panthers.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 5.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Number 88.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Walker now from the gun on 3rd down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
Yards. First down, Seahawks.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Walker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw is Walker. To throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Walker to throw on third down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Walker. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Walker. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Gain of 47 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
Walker on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
In the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Walker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's Walker on 3rd down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 21 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
From the contact.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Walker. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Seahawks.
Looking to throw. Walker. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Panthers 41, Seahawks 13.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Check that. What Mike 52 right here.
To throw again, Walker. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete.
Thrown away.
Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
So we got man. Black 52, Black 50. 52's the mic. Watch Mike. Big stop.
Throwing again. Walker. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they